This is the second video about our God is an awesome God. So God is not a creature. A creature means something that the Creator, God, created. Creatures like us and the fish and the birds and the donkeys and the puppies. All of those things were made by God. But how did God make them? Well, he used what we call nature. Science is the study of nature. We look at the natural world and we say there's a reason that God made things in these orders. He made the plants so that the plants could be food for the animals. He made the animals so that the animals could give us clothing. He made us so that we might know and love Jesus. And that's a really big one. You see, all of the animals and all of the creatures, they seem to be made for another purpose. But we weren't made for that. We were made to be loved. I'm not just here for the sake of some other animal. God did not make me to make the puppies happy. He made the puppies to bring me happiness. And then my role is to accept the love of God and respond, just like your mom and dad. You see, your mom and dad, they were the co-creators. They made you out of their love for each other. That was God's plan, but they couldn't do it without his blessing, without his design, without his grace, his power coming to them. And when God worked in the midst of your mom and dad, you came into the world. And as you entered into the world, you were loved. As much as mom and dad loves you, God loves you even more. I remember the little kids would say to their mom and dad, I love you. And they said, I love you more. I love you this much. This is, well, I love you this much. Well, I love you infinity, they'd say. God loves us even more. Sometimes we say, well, how would I even know the love of God? Well, think about, how do I know the love of mom and dad? Sometimes they give us little presents. Sometimes they comfort us when we're sad. Sometimes they just give us time and attention, and they laugh with us, and they teach us good things, and they let us come with them on their little trips, and they want to be with us. This is exactly the way it is with God. God provided all the food in the world. God provided you, gave you mom and dad. God put roofs over our heads. God gave you your intelligence. When you draw a picture, God gave you the ability to do that. To even see colors is a great gift from God. Look at all the gifts he gave you. But more than that, God sent all these people into your life to protect you and to teach you and to give little glimpses of what God is like. See how much he loves you? But to be honest, God is more than any of them. All of the people in your life, as good as they are, they also have little flaws. Think about a brother or sister, or even a puppy. My dog's name is Chula. I love Chula. Chula's cute. That's what her name means, cutie. But Chula, as good as she can be, she knows how to sit. She can give me her paw. She loves to have treats. But she's supposed to go outside. And sometimes she comes inside and she'll chew on my shoe. I'll say, Chula, you chew on your bones, you go outside, you don't come inside and chew on my shoe. But she doesn't understand. And even if she knows she did a wrong thing, sometimes she makes mistakes. I don't know, she gets distracted, or maybe she was even angry and was sad that she didn't go for a walk or something and decided, well, I'm going to show him. Those little flaws we all have. God doesn't have any flaws. God loves us perfectly. So when the other people around us show us love, they do so as best as they can. But they can't do it perfectly because nobody's perfect. No matter how hard they try, they can't love you as much as God because God is perfect. A good way to think about this is, have you ever tried to draw a circle? I mean, we can all draw something like a circle. But if you just took your hand and drew a circle, it wouldn't be a perfect circle. It would be a little bit off. And you could go to your mom and dad and say, draw me a circle, and they'll try to draw a circle, and it will be a little bit off. It isn't a perfect circle. But God would draw a perfect circle because God is perfect. So everything here in the world, all the creatures, are a little less than the Creator. So as much as the people help you to know a little bit about God, you have to use your imagination to imagine He's even more. One way to think of it is, have you ever turned up the volume on something? And it goes 5 to 6 and it gets louder. And it goes 7 to 8 and it gets louder. And it goes 9 to 10 and it gets louder. And it can't go any higher than 10. God is even higher than 10. Even better. And that's pretty amazing. That's why He is an awesome God. God being perfect, you might think, well, then He doesn't want to hang around imperfect people like me. He's too good for me. But that's part of the miracle. That's part of the love. Just like we love the puppies who are still imperfect, He loves us even though we're imperfect. And His love is so great, it makes me want to be better. I mean, I just want to love God more because He has loved me so very much. One day, God realized that people were forgetting about Him. People felt like they were sad, they were depressed, and they were getting angry, and they were hurting each other. They forgot that they were loved. They figured nobody loves me, and everybody who says they love me doesn't love me the right way. And it led to them hurting so many hearts, people. So God says, I have a plan. I'm going to come into the world. And I will be one like you so you could understand me perfectly. And He was born in a manger in Bethlehem. And His name was Jesus. And this little tiny baby in the arms of Mary was the face of God. The Creator became a creature so that all the creatures would know His name. Jesus. He was so cute. He was adorable. He was such a good boy. And as he grew up and he learned how to talk, he told us some amazing things. And I'm looking forward to telling you more about Jesus. That's it for today. God bless you.